Well, as we head towards closure on this beautiful day of Jummah, Alhamdulillah, once again, we have the opportunity of linking up with our respected Sheikh Muntahaa, and we're talking about the International Qiraa'ah program. We touched on it last week, and we're talking about two renowned Qurra. We're talking about Qari Ibrahim Ramadan from Tanzania, Qari Islam Fikri Abdul Sattar out of Egypt, and Alhamdulillah, from the feedback that we have been getting, it's been phenomenal. Alhamdulillah, honored to have, and we're just going to get feedback and looking ahead at the program going forward this morning with Sheikh Muntahaa Kenny. Sheikh Kenny, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jummah Mubarak to you and welcome.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Alhamdulillah, everything is very well and we are doing very good. And as you said also now earlier on, a few seconds ago, the program has been phenomenal thus far in terms of the Quran recitations and also the response from those who attended the respective programs. Alhamdulillah.
Yes, Sheikh, tell us about this response, for people that have attended the Qira events. What have they been saying?
Yes, so we had programs thus far in Polokwane, in Pretoria, Laudium. We also went to Dundee, we were in KwaZulu-Natal, specifically Durban, as well as Port Shepstone and Pietermaritzburg. And we find ourselves now presently in Port Elizabeth or in the Eastern Cape, our program tonight being in Uitenhage. So thus far, we have seen young boys coming forward and trying to speak. Well, our guests are not very fluent when it comes to the English language, but they try to converse in a little way and say that, we want to be like you, we want to recite like you. We've seen in Pietermaritzburg an entire school of children coming forward with their Qur'ans, wanting just the name of the Qari being signed in their Qur'ans as a form of motivation, alhamdulillah. And also young and old, everybody has totally enjoyed the recitation of the Quran and were inspired with the recitals by the respective visiting Qurra.
Yes, Alhamdulillah, Sheikh. Very, very inspiring to note. And tonight you mentioned we're talking of you in the Eastern Cape, in Uitenhage, and what is left of the program? Where else from the Eastern Cape?
Yes, that is correct. Tonight will be in Uitenhage. It will basically, this is now the last leg of the program, the final few programs. So tonight in Uitenhage, the program will take place at Masjid Ibadur Rahman. And then tomorrow, the program will take place tomorrow after Maghrib. It will be taking place at Masjid Quds in Cape Town. And then the last and final program will be on Sunday, which is also the Cape Town leg of the International Quran Recital Award, and it will be taking place in Grassy Park at the Grassy Park Masjid from after Dhuhr, inshallah. So that is basically the lineup. 3 more programs remaining in terms of the tour of these respective Qurra, one from Tanzania and the other one coming from Egypt.
Now, just looking at the two Qur'an that are here, and now that they've been around the country, what are they saying? What are their impressions of the country?
MashaAllah, this is in terms of the Qari from Tanzania. It's not the first time that he has traveled to South Africa. This is in fact his 3rd time, and or rather his 4th time. But this is the first time that he's actually traveled throughout the country. Previously, he was only in Cape Town, or he was in Gauteng for a short period. But now he's been throughout the country, and he's really been taken aback in terms of the beauty of the people. And also beyond that too, when it comes to the Egyptian Qari being his maiden visit to the country, the way that the people receive the Quran, those who has embraced them and were so happy to listen to the recitation or to listen to recitation of this type of standard. People throughout every venue that was visited, whether it was at the school, whether it was a program, formal, informal program, people were enthralled and they were so happy to have these reciters. And for them also, this was something quite tremendous.
Well, for you personally as well, Sheikh Kenny, tremendous as well for having accompanied the Quran right throughout the country as well. So, Alhamdulillah, I'm sure that you are highly inspired on a personal level as well, Alhamdulillah. But yes, we wish you well and also convey our best, our salams to the Quran as well. and tell them it's been an absolute pleasure from our part here on Salaamedia, obviously, to be providing the type of coverage that we have, alhamdulillah, through people like yourselves. And we are heading towards the month of Ramadan. It is going to be the month of the Quran. And what better way to be inspired by the Quran by having these two Qur'as with us here in this month of Shaban, alhamdulillah.
Absolutely. And this program that will be taking place tonight, that is from after Maghrib, inshallah. I think Maghrib is about 6:30. It will be taking place live from Masjid Ibadur Rahman. It is we have the two reciters. It's possible that there will be a third reciter as well. And inshallah, we welcome all our listeners and viewers to stay tuned to Salam Media. We'll be able, wherever you are in the world, in fact, you'll be able to tune into the program and carry and listen to the program live and enjoy it from there. As it was just said, this is the last few days before we enter the month of Ramadan. So in preparation of the month of the Quran, inshallah, let us engage ourselves more when it comes to the listening and the recitation of the glorious Quran.
I mean, Jazakallah khairan for that, Sheikh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We wish you well.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh.
Sheikh Muntahaa Kenny with us this morning. And on that lovely note, on that beautiful note, we are going to be taking leave of you. Next up is going to be Juz 17 by Sheikh Hani Arifai. And with it, I'm signing off from myself and the team. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.